Welcome back to the Steve Champagne Radio Show. Welcome back. I Love Music Army. We are so glad you are joining us today. Oh my God, do we have a fight going on? And I'm talking about fisticuffs, possibly, from these two guys as things are heating up between ESPN commentator Pat McAfee and John Cougar Mellencamp, or John Mellencamp, but he likes to be called these days. Apparently this happened, and this is just climbing the ladder, getting to the point to where it's going to come to blows. So this is definitely something to pay attention to, because that's what we do right here at the Steve Champagne Radio Show. Everything in music and entertainment. So join us. Our internet musical global family of friends that I affectionately call the I Love Music Army, where I read every single comment, and I'd love for you to be a part of the show. It really is fun to read all your comments. But getting to this Pat McAfee, John Cougar thing, if you don't know the story, let me just run it down for you and show you what happened.
Indianapolis, Indiana, we got some big wigs from the big city in the building. Spike Lee is here! Ben Stiller is here! Timothy Chalamet is here! Let's send these sons of bitches back to New York with the...
Okay, there you have what started it. Pat McAfee, in my opinion, innocently just poking fun at the people from New York that came there to see that Pacers game in Indianapolis. And, in sports, that happens a lot of time. But John didn't like that so much, so he decided to post a tweet. This is what he did. He posted a tweet, and this is what it says. I got it on the screen for you. Hoosier hospitality. I was embarrassed when somebody under whose direction, I don't know, called out some of the people who had made the trip from New York to support their team and in turn support our team. The audience booed these people. I'd say that was not Hoosier hospitality. One could only say it's poor sportsmanship. I was not proud to be a Hoosier, and I've lived here my entire life. On behalf of most Hoosiers, I would like to apologize for our poor behavior, and I'm sure the Pacers had nothing to do with this smackdown. Okay, John, don't get your panties in a wad. He was just having some fun, firing up the crowd. That's what sports people do. But then Pat McAfee said this.
Mr. Coug Mellencamp, I don't know what he thought he was doing. John, shut the fuck up. But instead, you're trying to think you were going to bury me? I don't think so, John. Hey, Coug, suck it, buddy. And hope I get a chance to see you real soon. I think we were probably going to be at the same place pretty soon.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want any of your bullshit, okay? I don't like you. I know your name, and I don't like you.
Well, to quote a famous celebrity on that, I would say this.
Hey, just a minute, you. Them's fighting words. Yeah, them's fighting words.
Now, if saying that wasn't enough already, then Pat McAfee went on to do this.
It's a giant, and he's just, hey, this guy fucking made people boo at a sporting event? I don't think so. He came riding in paint today. Little ditty, but what the fuck I think.
So when I saw this, I was like, oh my God. I mean, this little innocent thing has blown up into epic proportions. Now, I do have a few things to say about that, and I know a lot of people out there are not fond of John Mellencamp. But everybody has the right to an opinion. I'm going to reference back to another legendary broadcaster on this same situation.
You have every right to be concerned about it and to speak up about it. But remember this, I have every right to speak for what I believe.
And I'm about to speak now on this Pat McAfee situation. Look, if he doesn't like what Coug had to say, and I'll tell you, Pat McAfee, Mr. Mellencamp has more accomplishments and achievements than you ever will in your profession. Do you had no right. I mean, that was completely disrespectful to make fun of John Mellencamp, to say all those terrible things about it. John was just referring to sportsmanship, not a big deal, but to say suck it, to say F you, to say I know where you are, I don't like you, I'm going to find you, I'm going to see you at a sporting event, I'm coming to a threat, a physical threat to an old man. Because, Pat McAfee's probably half John's age. If John Mellencamp was 35 years old, he probably would have went to that studio and there would have been a serious physical altercation. And I'm not saying there's not going to be a physical altercation, because John Mellencamp, like him or not, is definitely a guy who is not afraid to confront anyone. And if you know John's past, if you know his history and the things that he has done, he is not a man that I would play with if I were you. I don't care how big you are, how strong you are, how young you are. Maybe Mellencamp could outsmart Pat McAfee. And I understand on Pat McAfee's side, he's just having fun. He's just trying to entertain everybody for a TV show and, get everybody to laugh and make fun of John Mellencamp. Well, I don't think he had, I don't think he had cause just because John thought it was poor sportsmanship. And on John's side, on Pat's side, I'm going to say this, that, people rag people all the time, sports people, Cowboy fans. A lot of people go crazy and laugh at the Cowboys, the Eagles fans, what they did to Santa Claus. I should start doing some sports, especially when the NFL comes in. I would love to maybe get into some sports. It is part of entertainment, maybe do some sporting things. I love doing the music stuff, but, maybe I'll dab into this sports thing, especially if Mellencamp and Pat McAfee duke it up, because there's going to be a time where those two meet each other, and Pat McAfee, I bet, does not have the courage to go to New York. What do you think about this whole situation? What does the I Love Music Army think about this? As I mentioned before, I read every single comment. I enjoy it thoroughly, and I would love you to join us right here at the Steve Champagne Radio Show. My goodness, that's what this thing is all about, the interaction, hearing everybody's opinions and stuff from around the world. I don't think Pat McAfee's got the courage to go to New York, to Madison Square Garden after what he did. I just don't think he does. If he's got that kind of courage, I personally would like to see it. And I don't think this feud between Mellencamp and McAfee is over. Expect John Mellencamp to strike back. I'm gonna say that right now. In the meantime, like I love to say, keep the music playing and the good times rolling. We love you here at the Steve Champagne Radio Show. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for being a part of it. And we'll talk to you all very soon.